You all right? My name's Paul. I've got autism and I make random videos about my version of autism and put the videos on YouTube for anyone who wants to watch them for whatever reason they might want to. It's been a long day today. I've been sunburned in 16-degree heat because I've got vampire skin. Um, Done 4 hours driving back as well after a long, busy day, so I'm tired. I've got a pizza out which I'm going to put in after I've done this. But this is the request bit of my channel. Almost makes me sound like I know what I'm doing, doesn't it? But if people send me emails, my email address is oldandautistic@gmail.com. Um, then if I get a few similar emails, I want to make videos on them just in case other people might ask that question. It's easier to find a video. And I know from personal experience that it's tough sometimes to write an email to someone, especially when you're autistic, especially when you try to reach out and you might write a comment and then you delete it. Like I've even for comments on my channel, I don't get a chance to read them straight away, and there'll be a lot of comments, and then I'll press it to read it, and it says this comment has been deleted, and I know what that feels like. So yeah, don't feel you have to delete your comments. I will get back to you. I just can't do it instantaneously, I'm afraid. But um, I want to help people try and understand autism. I want to understand it along the way with you, and that's why I'm doing this. So I had a few requests asking me if I would take an autism test um, as part of this sort of, just in the comments on video ideas. So I assume you want me to do one online for those who've asked, and I've found one. On the website is clinical-partners.co.uk. There's 30 questions. I'm going to answer them and see where I end up. I just pray to anyone who's listening up there that by the time I get to question 30, it doesn't want me to make an account because I'll lose my nuts. All right, so let's get into it. Um, so it's got 30 questions, and the four choices appear to be definitely agree, slightly disagree, and definitely disagree. And I'm going to try and remember to tell you the answer. So let's get into it. Question one: I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. Definitely agree. If I'm doing it, I know what I'm doing. I don't have to worry about someone not getting it. And if I just crack on with it, then it's less stress. Question two: I prefer doing things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. Definitely agree. Anyone who's watched me before knows I go to the supermarket Tuesday, 8 p.m. But yeah, morning routine, like when you get dressed, boxers, socks, pants, then top. That's how you've got to get dressed. It's the law. So yeah, of course I do everything the same way. Definitely agree. Question three: I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. Definitely agree again. There was a time when I wanted to do t-shirt logo printing and all this sort of stuff. So much so that I got so obsessed, I was even downloading manuals of stitching machines that I'd not even bought, looking at bank loans to buy them, looking at the garage I had to see if it was the right size and what I was going to do to weather the equipment in winter times and all this. I was obsessed. It was giving me headache. I had brain fog, and I just was not sleeping to the point where it was having an impact on me. And I had to have a word with myself to say, Paul, you've got to forget this because it's making you ill. So yeah, definitely agree. Question four: I am very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs or cover my ears in certain situations. Definitely agree. Um, like I live in a new build property, and new build properties are rubbish, and the windows are terrible, and I can hear a bird no matter where it is round here. 4 in the morning when they start chirping away, and that's it. That's me awake, so I have to wear earplugs. Ambulances, emergency services vehicles going past, I've got to cover my ears in that situation. But I don't cover them and crouch and think a bomb's going off. I just sort of put my finger in my ear on the side where the vehicle's passing just to soften the blow of the scream coming down my lug hole. Definitely agree. Question five: sometimes people will say I'm being rude even though I think I'm being polite. definitely agree. I mentioned it on one of these, didn't I? Where, if someone was to say to me, do these pants make my bum look big? Um, my answer would be, it's not the pants, So I think I'm being polite by giving an accurate answer. But obviously, that's not how people feel, especially when I end up with finger marks on my face from a slap from being rude, which I don't get. Definitely agree. Question 6. I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like. Strongly disagree. I can read, but I don't understand reading. I just see print on paper and I'm not able to make the picture in my mind. I've not read more than a handful of books in my entire life, and 3 of them are on my shelf there. I've got The Boss and Hitman from a guy called Wensley Clarkson, and I'd recommend Hitman because I can kind of make that book out because it's written so real. There's no sort of, it's not proper descriptive writing or whatever. It's just this is it, matter of fact and happening. And then I've got Richard Osman's book, The Thursday Murder Club. I tried to read it because I like Richard Osman, and I couldn't. I was like, oh, this is too much. So I got the audio book, and I really enjoyed the book. So I can enjoy listening to it, I can enjoy watching it, but reading, I'm useless. Too strong an answer, Paul. Come on. Strongly disagree. Question 7. I find it easy to talk in groups of people. Strongly disagree. Nope. Anything that involves people, I'm rubbish at. Question 8. I am more interested in finding out about things than people. Strongly agree because it's to do with people and they're not my favourite things in the world. I like things that wag like a happy dog. But yeah, I'm much more interested in finding out about things. So, like, say, if I'm going on holiday, I will research the pants off it to make sure it's right and nothing trips me up. Definitely agree. Question 9. I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating. Yeah, definitely agree. I've even got open right now on this screen underneath what I'm doing a Football Manager tab because I'm obsessed with Football Manager. It's just a game of statistics. It does nothing else. And I'm obsessed, and I've been playing it since since in the 90s, and I still play it just as much because I've never grown up in that respect. Um, Numbers, yeah, dates. I remember lots of people's birthdays, especially people I don't talk to anymore. Still remember their birthdays. And phone numbers. I remember phone numbers from when I was a kid. Those phones aren't connected anymore to people who've now moved on, but yeah, definitely agree. Question 10. I prefer non-fiction books and films to fiction. Now, I could be dead wrong, but I think fiction is the one that's made up. Is that right? Because obviously you only ever see the words fiction, non-fiction in bookshops, and I don't read books, so never really familiarized myself with those terms. But if fiction is made up, then I definitely prefer the fiction. So I prefer non-fiction. No, definitely disagree. Definitely disagree. Come on, mouth. Question 11. I find it upsetting if my daily routine is upset or changed. Yes, I do. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If I've got a daily routine, it means I know what I'm doing and I won't forget anything. But if you get in the way, I have to start again. It drives me mad. So yeah, it upsets me. Definitely agree. Question 12. It's difficult for me to understand other people's facial expressions and body language. Definitely agree. I try to, but unless it's majorly extreme, like if they've got the fist clenched, the teeth clenched, their eyebrows down, and they're flying at me, pretty sure they're going to punch me in the face. I figured that one out. If water's falling out of eyeballs, I'm pretty sure they're crying. But everything in between, I'm a bit pants at, so definitely agree. Question 13. I don't have any problems making small talk with new people. Definitely disagree because it's to do with people. Small talk's hard for me because I'm not interested. I want people to be healthy, happy, leave me alone. It's tricky. So, small talk where you've got to do things like, how are you? How's the family? Are you settled well in your new work role? I can't do any of that. I'm more the person who goes, if your shoelaces tasted like the colour that they are, what do you think it'd taste like? And they look at you as if to say, what? But I prefer daft questions to daft answers, but I'm genuinely intrigued by stuff that I ask. Anyway, that was strong. Definitely disagree. So, question 14, I notice very small changes in a person's appearance. Definitely agree. If someone's had the haircut as well, and you know, when people are always like, your hair looks amazing now you've had it done, I just go, "Nah, I preferred it the other way. Because I genuinely do. I don't do well with change. But yeah, small changes, because it is a change. I notice it and it gets me going. So definitely agree. Question 15. When I was young, I used to play lots of let's pretend or imaginary games. Of course I did. I was a kid. You meant to as a kid, aren't you? I still do it now. Like I still to this day go in shops in areas because I work all over the place. And let's say I'm buying a sandwich, I put accents on just to see if I can do the accent and see if they buy into it all the time. Um, so yeah, definitely agree. Question 16. I like collecting information and things I'm interested in. Why does that sound like one that's been before? Oh, whatever. Yeah, definitely agree because, like I said, I think I said on holiday. Why? I've got deja vu here. But like on holiday, I like to know absolutely everything because I'm interested in going. So I want to know everything about it. So I collect the information. Hopefully that's right. Um, but yeah, if I am interested in something like I wanted to buy new lights, yeah, they're great, but they could illuminate Mars. So, I do collect my research. I'm interested. So, definitely agree. Question 17. I like meeting new people. No, definitely disagree. Question 18. People close to me say I talk about the same thing repeatedly. Yes, definitely agree. I have autism babble. I can't shut up about a topic if I'm interested in it. That's my problem. But yeah, definitely agree. I know I do that. I find it, question 19, I find it easy to work out what people are thinking or feeling just by looking at their facial expression. Nah. Again, unless it's at the extremes, that middle area, it's tricky. You know, like when you're on the phone with someone, you don't know when it's your time to speak. All right, that's for me anyway. Um, it's the same with people. If they're in that sort of neutral area, forget it. Because they could be like, hi, Paul, you all right? And I'm thinking, yeah, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Because I see a smile, so I assume they're being nice, but they might be really angry at me because, I stole all their staples or something. You know what I mean? So it's misleading. So I find it easy to work now. Definitely disagree. Question 20. New social situations make me feel anxious. Definitely agree because it's to do with people. People, social is always going to be bad for me. All right. Question 21. It's important to me to carefully plan any activities I'm going to do. Definitely agree. I've got to plan it because it leaves it open to chance, and I don't like that. Just like birthdays, Christmas, don't get me a surprise because I don't like surprises. So I have to plan things. I need a plan A, a plan B, and a plan get out of there because I can't leave things to chance, you know? I work up and down all over this place, and I've always got a blanket in my car because what if I break down and I'm cold? I've got all my, my insurance details, my breakdown cover, everything in my glove box. I check the glove box all the time to make sure it's still there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got to carefully plan your activities. Otherwise, if you don't and something goes wrong, do not come to me and moan about it because you could have planned it better. Definitely agree. Question 22. I find it hard to work out what people's intentions are. Yeah, of course, definitely agree. I take people at face value. So if they say something to me um, like let's say I'm walking past the house and someone's like that, excuse me, mate, you couldn't just help me carry my TV into the van, could you? I'd be like, yeah, of course I can. And I'd help them lift the TV, and they're like, oh, you couldn't just help me move that chair as well. I'll be there all day because I think, oh, I'm being nice because this person needs a bit of help. And then I help them load the van. Bye, see you later. And then I learn that I helped someone rob a house. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I don't know what people's intentions are because when they've got that underlying motive, I've no idea because I ain't got that, to be honest. So I find it hard to, yeah, definitely agree. Question 23. I would find it really hard to play imaginary games with children. Definitely agree. It's not because of the imagination, it's because me and kids, it's chalk and cheese, it's black and white, it's Alien versus Predator. It's no. Don't put me near small people who don't understand personal space and who pick their nose and will wipe it on my furniture. No. Question 24. I am a good diplomat and no, I'm not, and could help ease difficult social or work situations. Nope, definitely disagree. I'm not interested in people creating problems. If they're big enough to make the problem, they're big enough to fix it themselves. I sit at the back of the room with my head down, just wanting the meeting to be over. And then when it starts to boil over and kick off, I leave the room pretending I got a call. And then I go in the hallway, stay in eye line, but speak to no one. Question 25. I am often the last person to understand a joke. Oh. I get jokes. I love jokes. I write jokes. I watch stand up all the time. Um, I don't understand. I don't get every joke, but I know I'm meant to be laughing. Does that help? I am often the last person to No, I'll slightly disagree with that. There we go. Slightly disagree. Question 26. I like doing things spontaneous. I don't like doing it that much. I can't even say the word. Spontaneously. Definitely disagree. Nope. Not out of me. Thank you. Question 27. If I am interrupted doing something, I find it hard to get back to what I was doing beforehand. Yes, definitely agree. It's kind of like, when you're having a dream, when you're in bed, you're sleeping, you have a dream, and then you get up for the bathroom, or the toilet, not the bathroom. No one wakes up in the night for a bath and goes back to bed. And you go to the toilet, but you keep your eyes shut. Everything's like, oh, I'm just going to keep my eyes shut. Or feel the walls to the bathroom, and you do your stuff, and then you make your way back to bed, eyes shut, feeling your way back to the bed, because you want to go back into your dream. I have that in real life. If I get distracted from what I'm doing, you can forget about it. I'll need it to leave my mind before I revisit it, which can be a pain for work. Because like for my work, I have a set pattern in which I do all of the things I need to do. But if I get a phone call halfway through it, I have to go all the way back to the beginning and start again, which can result in a very long day. So I turn my phone on silent, so to get away with it. It's the work phone, not personal. I can ignore my personal one while I work. So yeah, if I'm interrupted, yeah, definitely agree. Yes. Question 28. I notice patterns in things all the time. Yeah, definitely agree. Driving. I'm always on the motorway. I know when it's going to be busy. I know which junctions will be busy. I know when they'll be busy when Google Maps won't tell me that it's busy. I know alternative routes. Same with streets. If I need to go to a shop, I know which direction to take. I know where the people are going to be standing who are shaking buckets with money, after donations. Yeah, of course I do. I know it's patterns in everything. That's the whole point of everything is a pattern. Definitely agree. Question 29. I have some very strong interests and get upset if I can't pursue them. Definitely agree. Like if I was going to go on holiday in England, because it's in England and I'm driving, I'd want to take my computer with me. I'd want to take guitars with me. And if I'm going to take everything, I might as well just stay at home. But they're my interests. And if I go somewhere like that, I don't know what I'm supposed to do for a week in England without the stuff I enjoy. Um, so yeah, if I can't pursue my interests, of course I get upset. Who wouldn't? Definitely agree. Final question. Question 30. I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. No, I can't because the videos I make on here, apart from getting emails where they say, your videos are too long, shorten them. No, I won't. Because I'm making them for a reason this length, all right? But, people are probably snoring when they started watching this now. They fell asleep. But no, I genuinely can't tell when people are getting bored. Nope. So I can tell if someone I'm talking to is getting bored. Definitely disagree. There we go. So I don't have to sign up. and it's given me results. These results indicate that you have a strong likelihood of Asperger's syndrome or autism. I thought, oh, see, now I'm more confused than ever because I thought they were the same thing. Because someone on the internet was banging on, in those groups in Instagram, the angry mob, was saying that we don't call it Asperger's anymore. We call it autism because whoever Asperger's was a Nazi or something. So we don't refer to it as that. We refer to it as autism. So now I'm dead confused. But it says no tendency of autism is you would score 0 to 7. The common result is between 8 and 12. Slight tendencies is 13 to 15. Borderline indication is 16 to 19. And strong likelihood is 20 to 30. I got 27. That's not bad. That keeps me up there. I'm topping up my autism every day. Doing a test like this does it. So hopefully this is what someone wanted. I'm interested in what you get as a score. And remember, just if you score 30 out of 30, it doesn't win you a prize or anything. But the website, again, just in case, was clinical-partners.co.uk. Give it a shot. Let's send us an email. Write in the comments. Let me know what you got. It'd be interesting. Unless this sort of stuff bothers you, makes you feel a bit weird, then by all means, ignore what I say. But I just wanted to do this because it was asked for. So hopefully this is what people were talking about, and I've not completely misread a couple of emails. And yeah, I got 27 out of 30, so I'm all the way to the top. All right. So if you've got any topics of your own you want me to cover, or you want to reach out, don't be afraid of reaching out. Honestly, man, I'm not. I'm not a nasty guy, and I know how hard it is to reach out. So if you feel like you want to, please do, and I will get back to you. It just might not be straight away, but don't worry about it. I will. All right. And let me know topics. It's oldandautistic@gmail.com. Give me a shout. All right. So it's always nice to hear from people because I don't speak to people in real life. I work alone, I travel alone. But anyway, thanks for watching. And until next time, keep smiling.